What's the secret behind Francis Ngannou's incredible knockout power? How does he train to boost his strength and cardio? I've studied hours of interviews and training footage to discover the answers. In this video, I will reveal Francis Ngannou's unique strength and conditioning protocol. Ngannou is not just famous for his UFC title and his recent success in boxing. He's also known for the most powerful punch ever recorded.
Francis demonstrated a punching power just over 129,000 units. That's higher than the previous record of 114,000 demonstrated by kickboxer Tyrone Spong. This is the highest recording ever, not only here in the Performance Institute, but around the world.
While Ngannou's genetics, size, and technique are important factors, his training regime has helped him develop and sustain his devastating knockout power. Ngannou enjoys working out by himself in his home gym. He typically performs high-intensity bodyweight workouts. Francis incorporates traditional bodyweight exercises like push-ups and squats, but also a diverse range of core exercises. Core strength and stability play a crucial role for better force production and speed in striking. A study from 2010 with a group of UFC fighters including Georges St. Pierre revealed that core stiffness was the foundation of force production in striking. Core activation creates the platform for your limbs to push off as you initiate a strike. A phase of relaxation allows for speed development. A second peak in core activation results in a more forceful impact as the strike lands. Ngannou also incorporates plyometric exercises into his bodyweight workouts for power development. Upper and lower body power also play a crucial role for a strong knockout punch. Performed at high intensities, plyometrics recruit fast twitch muscle fibers and enhance neuromuscular coordination. This allows an athlete to produce more force. Plyos also improve balance, proprioception, coordination, and speed. This contributes to better footwork and punching power. And there's one more factor that might be a key to Ngannou's record-breaking punching power. Francis Ngannou worked in the sand mines in Cameroon for about a decade from the age of 10. After school, on the weekends, and during the school holidays, Francis dug through the sand for hours on end.
I never had a chance to go to holiday, even for the summer holiday, which is like 3 months. Adult doesn't want to work because it's raining all the time, all day long. It's been raining, so you have to stay active, because as soon as you stop working, moving, you get cold, you just get freezing, so you get active. It forces you to stay active and to work even more.
If you've ever shoveled sand or snow yourself, you know how taxing it is on the body, especially on the core. This could have laid the foundation for his incredible core strength, contributing to his powerful striking today. During his time in the UFC, Ngannou also trained at the UFC Performance Institute. Under the guidance of his S&C coach, he combined heavy compound lifts for strength and muscle hypertrophy with accessory training such as core and neck exercises. Francis explains how his knowledge about nutrition, training, and periodization has evolved over the years.
I've been training at the Performance Institute since the beginning, so 2 years now. It helps me basically understand the way my body works, understand how I should be training. The difference between the Francis Ngannou a few years ago and the Francis Ngannou of today, like some students who go from middle school to college. I didn't know nothing about diet, nothing about how to get ready for a big fight.
One particular area in which Ngannou has improved a lot throughout his career is his conditioning. For fighters, it's not just important to produce high force outputs once, but to do so repeatedly.
At the heavyweight class, it's about 60 to 70% of the fights end in stoppages. So these fighters don't necessarily go the whole distance the whole time. So one, they're not as used to it as some of the smaller fighters in the lighter weight classes, and they're moving a lot more mass.
Ngannou has become a huge fan of the assault bike, which allows him to improve his upper and lower body endurance simultaneously.
I've been working a lot with this assault air bike. That is basically one of my master toy right now for my conditioning.
At the UFC PI, Francis performs a HIIT protocol with 10 30-second all-out sprints, each followed by 30 seconds of rest. The goal is to consistently hit the same pace and power output across all 10 rounds.
We started with about 65 to 70 RPMs on the air bike, and now we're up to 80 to 85 RPMs for 10 reps with very minimal rest.
In the past, Francis also performed sprints during his fight camps. It's unclear whether his recent knee injury would have put a stop to this. Ngannou tore his ACL and MCL less than 1 month before his fight against Cyril Gane.
Someone attacked my ankle, and then my foot stuck on the canvas, and I wanted to move, and then that's when my knee popped. That's the exact moment that you know that I'm screwed.
After his title defense against Cyril Gane, Francis underwent surgery and extensive rehab.
You can see my quad is very little, very small. I have no muscles there. So yeah, like PT wise, is like strengthen it, doing some exercise, strengthen my calf and also my quad. I'll make the leg raise to work on my hips because I need my muscles to support that ligament which is not functional.
My surgery was on the 18th and today is the 18th, so it's been 1 month exactly.
No more crutches, he's walking without any assistance. He's gaining his range of motion really well. He's able to bike, everything like that. So now we're working on continuing to improve the strength of his quad, his glutes and hamstrings, and then focus on balance and proprioception. Normally we do a morning session and we do an afternoon session. Sometimes we'll focus on strength, sometimes we'll focus more on balance. We kind of split it up between the two sessions. Our rehabs are pretty much almost cut in half with how much we see them. We see them 5 days a week, 2 hours each day.
After his knee reconstruction, the assault bike might be the best conditioning tool for Ngannou moving forward. Compared to sprints, it avoids unnecessary impact on the joints on top of all the technical training that fighters typically perform. In recent years, Ngannou has also put in more hours on the wrestling mats. Wrestling has high anaerobic energy demands. It develops anaerobic power and capacity as well as muscular endurance. Elite wrestlers also have VO2 max levels similar to those of endurance athletes. Leading up to his fights, Ngannou shifts his focus away from his S&C sessions and home workouts towards his technical training and conditioning at his MMA gym.
The nice thing is we don't have to build like this base layer of cardio. The cardio and everything else has already been set from all the work he's been putting in with Kyler, with the PI, and then his training. So he's never really skipped a beat, so we're not like having to restart from square one, which is a relief for me as a coach.
At Extreme Couture in Las Vegas, Francis doesn't just hone his skills during his fight camps. He also performs sport-specific conditioning sessions. What's known as the Sicko Saturday is a fight simulator which puts Francis through his paces across 5 5-minute rounds.
Sicko Saturday, we're gonna be doing stuff similar to fighting. Get in all the position that you get in a fight without break for like the fight duration.
Good cardio rounds today, and he's got 5, so we're gonna have to try to ease him into it. But we got about four good weeks of Sicko Saturday, so it'll be a fun one.
A lot of different positions. Not to get sick, man. That's why they call it Sicko Saturdays. Work, 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 and still.
Ngannou performs a variety of drills including pad work, banded wrestling drills, ground and pound, and slam ball exercises.
And still. 10 seconds. One more push. 10 seconds. Woo! That's 5 seconds. Last big push. Big push. Big push.
You are expecting yourself to like never get tired. That will never happen. You always get tired. Being in shape is like fighting that fatigue. And remember, the guy in front of you might be more tired than you.
2 weeks out from a fight, Ngannou stops sparring and tapers off his training. Fighters typically reduce their training volume by 40 to 60% 2 weeks out in order to recover and peak for the fight.
Next 2 weeks, we're still gonna do like high intensity sparring, strength conditioning. But after that, 2 weeks out, we're gonna start to slow down a little bit.
And there's one more crucial component that laid the foundation for Ngannou's incredible success. His tough upbringing, his work in Cameroon sand mines, and the taxing and life-threatening journey from Africa to Europe are a testament not just to his physical durability, but also his incredible will, belief, and mental toughness.
There's some things in life that will only happen if you believe, because that belief is gonna be the essence of your life, it's gonna be your strength. We're gonna help you to like push through whatever stands in your way, because believe me, stuff gonna stand in your way. Unless you believe that there is a way through that obstacle, you won't make it. You won't make it.
Watch this video next to learn how Khabib and his team train in the mountains of Dagestan. Or click this video to discover the secrets behind Alex Volkanovski's incredible strength and cardio. Like and subscribe for more, and share your favorite fighters in the comments for future videos. As always, train hard, recover smart, and fight easy.